Today is my birthday. It is my 26th birthday, and I just kind of was thinking over the last week or so as I kind of come up to this. I love birthdays, by the way. My birthday, other people's birthdays, I think that they're a great way to celebrate one person, for the day, and I think they're so fun, and everybody deserves to have a lot of fun and or whatever they want for their birthday. And so normally when kind of my birthday comes around, as well as the New Year's, I try to reflect on what the past year has been like. What do I want to, what was really great? What were my accomplishments or my big mistakes? What do I really want to learn and take into my next year? And so I've seen videos like these before, and I just wanted to share with you guys some of the just key lessons over my first 26 years of what I have learned. So today I want to share with you 26 things that I have learned since I've been born. And some of them are, most of them probably are things that you already know. And by no means do I think that I am done learning. I have so much to learn and so many new skills to gain and just becoming a better person in general. But if this helps anybody out there, I wanted to do this. If you're younger than me or older than me, I think there's tips in here for everybody. And so some of them I'll maybe go through in a little bit more detail, but most of them are probably pretty self-explanatory. So the first one is, a few good friends are better than a lot of them. For a long time, I really thought that I needed a ton of friends and everything, the popularity contest kind of growing up. But over time, I've really come to just cherish the couple of good friends that I have and really just honing those relationships. And I love just having a few people that I really can count on and not have this massive amount of friends. And friendship is hard work. You got to keep up with them. And honestly, the less people I have, I feel like you really can hone those relationships better and just have more quality relationships than when you have a ton of friends. Number 2 is to take in and appreciate your surroundings. I think that every single day when you go outside, when you're going about your day-to-day life, there are so many beautiful, amazing things that we overlook, that we just think are normal, or we don't take the time to really sit and appreciate. We're all so busy and in this big hustle and bustle that we don't take the time just to sit and look and appreciate. So one thing that I always do, I park pretty far away from my building at work. It's like a 7-minute-ish walk. And right by my work, there's this kind of gardenish area. And every morning and then in the evening when I go home, I have to walk through this garden area. And there have been times when I've been like, man, I wish I was at the beach. I wish I was on vacation. I wish I was doing this or that or whatever. But I love walking through and just taking the time to really appreciate the flowers and the bees buzzing around and just everything that's there and really realizing how beautiful it is. So I encourage you just to take a second to really stop, look at where you're at, and appreciate your surroundings. Number 3 is, you are in charge of your happiness. Nobody else is going to fight for you to be happy or fight for what you want in life. You have to make those choices. And if there's something in your life that you're not happy about, you have to make that change. You're the only person that can do that. Number 4, family is the most important thing. To me, my family is the most important thing to me. They are everything to me. They're the reason that I live here and not anywhere else. I don't want to be apart from them. I would be nothing without them. And I want to spend as much time with them as possible. Number 5, respect our earth. It's the only one we have. I know that people, all this global warming and no plastic straws and everything, all that is kind of getting really big now. But honestly, it's so true. We have this one planet and we have really not done a good job in taking care of it. And I think it's important to, you don't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I use plastic bags occasionally and, life gets crazy. But to just take the time to consider what you're doing and see if you can make any changes to be better. And the biggest thing for me, I can't tell you how many people I see throw trash on the ground. Respect your earth. Your earth is not an ashtray, and your earth is not a landmine. You owe it to the earth and to other people to be considerate. Number 6 is be in the moment, put down your phone. I have been totally guilty of this, spending time with family or friends or whatever. I've been on my phone, and it's something that I have to work on all the time to not be disengaged. I want to be engaged and hanging out with the people that I'm with at that moment and making sure that I'm enjoying that present moment, because honestly, nothing in my phone is more important than that moment. So I encourage you just to take the time to really make sure that you're in whatever moment that you are in. Number 7 is find a hobby and stick to it. It's good for the soul. I think finding something that you really enjoy doing, for me, it's been YouTube, that is just good for you. Like, it's a creative outlet that you can pour some energy into, but it isn't super stressful, and it just kind of feeds you. If you're not in a job where you feel super satisfied, or like you're being kind of fed that way, finding some sort of hobby that you can kind of express yourself, I think is really great. Number 8, you don't have to be in a relationship to be happy. And this is something that I've learned as growing up. When I was growing up and in high school and college and everything, I really felt like if I wasn't in a relationship, then I needed like a partner to validate how I felt about myself. And as I've obviously gotten older and matured, I realized that is the farthest thing from the truth. I can validate myself and make myself happy whether I'm with a person or not. And maybe to the point where I've become almost too picky. Like, I have a certain expectation for being treated and how I would want to treat somebody else too. And so there probably is a balance that I'm not quite fulfilling perfectly. But I do think that you don't have to be in a relationship to be happy. So if you're single, just appreciate your time being by yourself and really just validating yourself and, feeling the way feeling a certain way about yourself because you feel that way, not because somebody else is telling you you're this, that, and the other. Hope that makes sense. Number 9 is take pleasure in the simple things of life. You don't have to have all these material possessions or, the newest that or this to feel validated. Just take pleasure in what you have and just simple things in life. Number 10, watch your spending. You can't take it with you. Again, kind of on that material possession thing, you don't need to buy every new thing out there because you can't take it with you. Really think on what you actually need and what you would enjoy and get use out of it. Like with clothes, for me, for example, not only do I shop thriftily a lot of the times, not all the time, but a good chunk of the time, but I will wear stuff until I get holes in it, till it's like really worn down. So just, you can't take it with you. So why not really utilize what you have? Number 11 is start saving for retirement early. I can't tell you how many people that I know in my personal life that are in their late 20s, 30s that have not started saving for retirement. You guys, if you take anything from this 26 things, please start doing that. Oh my goodness. You are going to kick yourself when you get to retirement age and you don't have enough money to retire. I have a goal of retiring at 55. And so I'm pouring out a lot of extra money that I make into my retirement. It is so, so important to be preparing for your future. So please start saving for retirement as early as possible. Start saving today if you have not. Number 12 is start an exercise routine early. For me, this is something that I wish that I would have done and I didn't really get into the swing of constantly being exercising and making sure that that was a consistent routine, because as you get older, it just gets harder and you kind of, I don't want to say set in your ways because you always can learn new things, but set in your ways in a way, And so the earlier you can put those good habits into your life, the better off you'll be. Number 13 is appreciate your parents. Now, I know not everybody has good parents. I get that. But if you've had a good upbringing and your parents are trying and you have, I can't tell you how much I appreciate my parents. I am, again, so thankful for my family and so glad that I have them. And I have all my grandparents still. Just, even though they can be frustrating at times, just like we frustrate them, they give so much wisdom and guidance and just unconditional love. So just always take the time to appreciate them. Number 14, take your vacation time. So many people don't take their full allotted vacation time at work and don't take time for themselves. And taking your vacation time is so important for your mental and just physical health, I feel like, because burnout is a real thing. And I am not one to shy away from my vacation time. I will take it because I feel like your life is important. Work is also important, but your life is even more important. You know what I mean? And you owe it to yourself and your loved ones to do those things. Number 15 is being spontaneous can be fun. This is so not in my nature. I'm so much of a planner, and if I don't have a plan, like, it's probably not going to happen. But I will say a month or so ago, I spontaneously went out with one of my friends. I had already been in my pajamas, showered, like done for the night, spontaneously went out to like 3 a.m. with one of my friends. And it was so much fun. And that's not something I want to do all the time by any means, but it was fun to just not be so routine and scheduled and just kind of be in the moment. And something came up and we went and did it and had an awesome time. And so I am trying to teach myself and to be more spontaneous and to do those things even though I haven't planned them kind of right in that moment. Like, kind of going off of that, number 16 is to try new things. You never know what you're going to like or dislike unless you try them. Hiking for me, it was a big thing. For a long time when I was heavier, I just didn't really feel like I could physically hike a ton. And once I lost some weight, I started trying it, and now I really actually enjoy it. I like being out in nature and seeing, being in the woods and seeing these different things and experiencing that. And if I would have never tried it, I would have never known. So try new things. Number 17, go to your regular doctor appointment checkups and dentist appointments. This is so important. I go to the dentist twice a year, every 6 months. I go get my annual physical. Like, I don't shy away from doing those things, my eye exam and everything, just because I feel like it's so important. I know that they just seem routine and just kind of tedious task, but they really do help make sure that you are on the right path. And especially things with like the dentist and stuff, you don't want an issue to be there that you let go on for a long time and that you never get fixed. You want to just consistently be taking care of yourself. So go to those appointments. Number 18 is a smile goes a long way. Have you ever looked at somebody and they smile, then you smile? It's like contagious. And so just being kind to people and smiling and taking that extra moment just to brighten somebody's day, you don't realize maybe how far that goes. Like, they could be having a bad day and really could have just used that in that moment and you helped. So a smile goes a long way. Number 19 is show appreciation, just gratitude to other people. So I think telling people thank you or just telling them how much they mean to you, and that makes people feel good. I don't know anybody that doesn't like to feel appreciated and feel like they, mean something to other people. And so I think if you feel that way, not to hide your feelings, to tell them. And this goes for, work, friends, family, whatever. If you appreciate somebody, tell them and tell them thank you. Number 20 is make your thoughts positive. This is all, about the power of positive thinking. Whatever you speak and whatever you think, that's what you are. If you think positively, you elude positivity. You make other people positive. If you think negatively, that's also what you elude. You elude negativity. People don't want to be around you, and you ultimately have negative things kind of come back to you. So I know I'm not saying I'm perfect. I do think negatively too. I'm a human, but whatever you can do to try to think positive will only benefit you in the end. Number 21 is simple. Walk. As you get older, you lose your ability to walk. And if you are consistently walking, like, go for long walks, go for hikes, go do that type of just like cardio where you're just keeping your body moving. Not only does it help kind of regulate you and it's just good for you overall, but as you get older, I know that the ability to walk is a little bit harder. So there's this woman in my neighborhood that's probably in her 70s or maybe even 80s. She's, probably around there. And she walks every single day, must be walking for miles. And she's thin. She has a good posture. You know what I mean? And it's because I know if she's walking that way now, it's because she's done it for a long time and she's kept up that ability. And so that's something that I really want to do, is make sure that I'm consistently walking. Number 22 is friendships need care. So just like your romantic relationships, you have to take time with your friendships to blossom them and let them grow. So don't forget about your friends. Don't forget that they're there and that they need time and attention as well. Maybe not as much as your romantic partner, but they do need that time to really kind of foster a relationship and grow that connection. So make sure you take the time to do that. Number 23, you aren't always right. I think one of the best qualities in somebody is being able to admit that they're wrong. Sometimes I'll be firm when I know that I am right, but there are plenty of times when I know I'm wrong and I say, like, hey, I know I'm not right here. I'm wrong and I'm sorry. Not everybody can do that. And I think it's a good quality in somebody if you can really admit that you're wrong and take that kind of constructive criticism. Doesn't mean you're always wrong. You're right sometimes too. But being able to really look internally and decipher when you are and admit that you're wrong is a really big one. Number 24, it's never too late. It's never too late to do anything that you want in life. You know, you're not too young, you're not too old, you're not anything. This is the right moment. If it's something that you want to do, this is the perfect moment. You know, if you want to get healthy, if you want to find God, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to do whatever, it is not too late to do that. Number 25, respect everyone. Just show respect for other people. And I know that sometimes that can be hard if you don't feel like you've been respected. But I think even if you don't feel like you've been respected, if you show that respect back, it can kind of change the way the person has thought about you or the interaction that maybe you had with them. Maybe they're kind of second guessing. Always just kind of be that bigger person, because it's never going to hurt you. It's never going to, make people feel badly about you if you show them respect. So I think that it's really important just to treat people with respect as much as you can. And then the last one is live your life on your terms. And so I have really struggled with this before, doing what I kind of felt like other people wanted me to do. And I've really changed to doing what I want to do. And I think that that's so important. Live your life however you want to do it, no matter what it is, where you want to live, what you want to do, what makes you happy. However you want to live is how you should live. Because at the end of the day, you are one person, you only have one life, and you have to do what makes you happy. But that is it. Those are 26 things that I wanted to share with you that I feel like I've learned in my 26 years here on Earth. I really hope that you guys enjoyed and found this helpful. If you did, please let me know. And also let me know, what things have you learned in your life? What are some things that maybe aren't on this list that you feel like are really important? Like I said, I need to learn more too, so I would love to learn what you guys feel is really important skills or qualities to have. But that is it. I'm going to go and enjoy some birthday barbecue lunch. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.